You're killing me, Smalls.
We making movies, no acting in. I'm fucking Instagram action shit. UPS shipping packages. I'm smoking weed out them packages. If I ain't got a gun, I'm stabbing it. I got some leftover lean in the cabinet. I can hit your little hoe when she happy. Poke on that pussy shit like it's a top in it. We making movies, no acting in. I'm fucking Instagram action shit. UPS doing the packaging. I'm smoking good ass weed out them packages. I can't lie, 'cause I ain't capping it.
Welcome back to the DNA Podcast. It's your boy D.
It's your boy Antonio. Let's get to it.
This week we're going to speak on a topic that is kind of making little news in different sports and in different areas of pop culture. One area that we're most familiar with, and that's the art of trash talking.
Quintessential to any sport or competition.
You know, you're winning, talking shit. Before the game, you talking shit. After the game, talking shit. And just talking shit in general. Yeah, let's get into it. This came about with the recent incidents with Angel Reese taunting Caitlin Clark of Iowa, and most recently, Adesanya taunting Good Buddy. And Good Buddy's son.
Because name's Pereira.
It's
Brazilian. I can't remember. I don't speak Portuguese.
It's something. Spoils go to the victor, goddamn. Shit, if Adesanya was a loser, I wouldn't know how to say that nigga's name. Shit, there's many ways to attack this. Straight off the bat, do you think there's a place for trash talking in sports?
Like I said, I think it's quintessential to sports. It's such a big part of the competition itself, like the psychological aspect of even if you know, my sister used to run track, and she used to be, whenever she stepped on the track, she would get like stone faced, like it's just her and the hurdles, and that was it. And she used to psych out all these other girls on the track with her, but she was just trying to focus on running the race.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I kind of consider that in a way trash talk, like it's intimidation. You know what I'm saying? So like it's one of those things of, it's a tool in your tool belt to make you perform better than the other person. I don't see anything wrong with it.
I think trash talking is a necessity in sports, and I'm talking trash talking is just as important as having a winner or a loser, because it sells what's going on. At the end of the day, sports is stupid. Like there's no difference really from an NBA game and a high school game, except for what you have invested into it. True, like them niggas are playing basketball at the end of the day. If a fucking top high school prospects across the country was like, like this shit was mass talked about, that shit would break records, like monetary wise. It would get broadcast on TV, and it will break records, TV wise. Like sports is only as important as you make it. And so, what's one way to sell the fight? By trash talking. Like that's just.
And in the fight game, it's so important to have at least some level of trash talking skill, because you're paid. Like most of the contracts are set up where you get a portion of pay-per-view. So if I don't sell pay-per-view tickets, or I get you get a portion of seat tickets and you get a portion of pay-per-view. If I don't sell tickets, I don't sell pay-per-views, I'm not getting paid shit.
Even on the same front with like football, basketball, or soccer, you make X amount from your contract. You don't get anything from TV, from this and that, but you get if your merch sells. How do your merch sell if you become different? If you become talked about, if you talk trash. That's always been the easiest. Talk trash and back it up, that merch will sell. That's a given.
I mean, even if you talk trash and you kind of suck still,
it will get eyes on you.
You might get a little bump in your merch sales just because you were talking. So just financially speaking, it's good for the game. It's good for your pocket.
Mm-hmm. And so, I guess I'll spin off into the next question. Do you think it's becoming a lost art nowadays, or do you think it's becoming frowned upon?
I think we live in this PC pacified culture now, where it's frowned upon. I'll trash talk a 5-year-old kid. I don't care. So like, I think it's starting to become a lost art. Plenty of people still know how to do it well, and I think, and specifically in the fight realm, it's still very strong. It's never going away. But like in your more mainstream sports, basketball, basketball, baseball, football,
soccer.
yeah, those you're supposed to have this level of sportsmanship that is, like, that is just unentertaining to me. I want to see some beefs.
I think it's becoming a lost art, but I don't think it's. I think the PC culture has a little bit to do with it. I think it's the athletes. Most people know LeBron is not my favorite player by a mile. Like by a good stretch of margin. Like if I'm doing a favorites list, he's not top 10. That's not saying that he's not a top 10 player, but he's not my favorite in my top 10. And it's like I associate a lot with him. He has changed the game, but I hate when people try to outline the negatives. Like he wasn't the first superstar to up and leave and go form his own team, like of that stature. But he's also been so, like, he's always shied away from trash talking. Mm-hmm. And he's built this culture of friendliness. But I want to expose one of the biggest hypocrisies. As much of a jackass Michael Jordan was, he has a bunch of friends from who he played against. As much as people would want you to make it seem like he's an unlikable person, he sure got plenty of friends from back in the 90s.
Are they really his friends, though? That's the question.
He's an aloof person. Not aloof, but he's hard to get to. Hell, it's questionable if he's their friends. But he's still like, he golfed with Charles Barkley in the 90s. I think before they played against each other in the finals in 93, I believe. Mm-hmm. They golfed against each other. Mm-hmm. So don't let this myth that they weren't buddy-buddy back then. They were, but they also knew how to talk trash. Like, so when I look at LeBron and what it's like, and I feel like this way of most current, it's easy for me to point out basketball players. They talk trash without putting names on it. Like Kevin Durant calls himself the best player on the planet. I think one time he said it wasn't close. When LeBron was brought up, it was like, no, y'all trying to create narratives. Bro.
You just said he was the best player on the planet. That means everybody.
Yeah, like you can't have it both ways. You can't think you're the best player on this planet, but don't want to
call nobody out.
Like, and that's how I feel about most athletes nowadays. They want without having to stick their neck out. Because sticking your neck out is hard. Because now you got to stand on something. Like now you have to go do it. If you don't talk shit and don't back it up, you're still gonna get some criticism, but not as much as if a nigga proclaimed in the season, bro, we won the championship and that's that. They're like, and so I think the athletes do it purposely to avoid criticism.
Any backlash.
Yeah, which is weak. Like, it's weak. Do you know how many times I've talked shit in something that I wasn't even confident I could win?
You psych them out.
So just up to bro, how many times have you done this? Shit. It's a 5 minutes ago. Never. Like, well, you that good? Nah, bro, you just that bad. Like, but it's weird because you see the role players talk the most trash. Patrick Beverly for the Bengals, Eli Apple. And Eli Apple, shit, that nigga might be lower than a role player. But and it's just like, guess how good it would be if the stars was the one doing it.
It would. You would see sales that you've never seen before.
It would must watch.
It would energize your fan base, but I think that's what a lot of women's sports misses, because like we only get a little bit of trash talk in male sports now. Mm-hmm. So like, I think women's sports, it's basically absent. I very ever rarely see women trash talk each other.
It maybe don't get covered a lot, but I don't see it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like
and
I
saying
watch women's sports. Yeah.
But if they were talking smack like Angel Reese and Caitlin
Clark,
if they were talking smack like that at the WNBA, I guarantee their sales would go up. I guarantee their views would go up.
I guess this makes a spin off into that. There's a reason why this women's NCAA run has been the highest watched. That finals game was I think it was the highest watched for male and female ever. And I know it was like 9.3, either million or billion. Let's go with million.
Yeah, it's million.
Let's go. But there's not 9.3 billion people on the planet. No. Yeah. I think 9.3 is the highest number for any NCAA game, barring race, because it was must watch. And I'm not even going to sit here like, I hate that it's become so much of a race thing, because white people made it a race thing. Most of it is on Caitlin Clark, because that little bitch right there, she was talking head, and I was all like, I liked it. She was talking head, and not even like she was talking head like, oh, calling out LSU. No, she was doing that shit talking through the tournament.
Everybody, she knew she was hot, and she was on it, and I don't blame her.
You've like. It's become so much of a race thing that people frown on her doing it. No, I'm glad she did it because it made her losing. And to be real, I didn't have a dog in a race. I really didn't give a damn.
I don't really watch college sports in general, so. But
I watched it because it was hot. Now her losing and then Angel Reese doing the same thing back, doing. Damn, that's cold.
And then Tommy go with the finger point. Woo!
That's cold. Like, it made it colder because of what Caitlin Clark did. So, I think it's unfortunate this turn of events that's transpired and put a damper on things. Because once that game concluded, like when the scoreboard hit double zeros, I think for basketball quadruple zeros, but when it was zeros across the board, I think it was a good building block for women's sports in general. But now it's taking such a negative spin on things that it could possibly set them back. Mm. Now, I'm not sitting here and saying for facts like, oh, what's next year is going to be lower because of the trash talking this year. I'm not saying that.
I think the viewer count's going to be high in anticipation, but if they don't deliver on the same energy, it's going to go back down.
Yeah, so. And I think you're right. I think women's sports is desperately missing that because I think the problem with women's sports, it's funny how this took this, they try to do what the men do, but in a lesser components. And I think that's the wrong way to go about things. You need to do something that makes your product different and it makes it worth watching. So like, it sucks to say this, don't model yourself after LeBron. It's not really entertaining. Hell, most people will tell you that basketball is not all that entertaining with the men. So you being a diet version of the men means it really suck. Like, the men suck as is. Like, well, let's not act like I'm just shitting on women's basketball. The men suck too. This Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark thing is probably the most invested I will be in basketball.
Yeah.
And so it's like, for women, talk more trash. I've always said this. Y'all, they need to do away with series. Women's professional basketball should switch to a March Madness style. One and done.
A tournament style?
Yeah, one and done. You know, you can still have the seeds and boom, boom. Because for me, bro, 7-game series is bullshit. Like that. Yeah, that's not even really sports.
I think a 7-game series is like, I think maybe for like the final and maybe 3 games.
You feel me? Maybe. I think I would do 5.
Yeah.
Because it takes away the element of anybody could win. Now, anybody has won in basketball, and it does, like, it sort of waters down my point. But if you have the far superior team, bro, I'm not fluking a win 4 times in 2 weeks against you. That's just not happening. And so I think for women's basketball, they switched to one and done. really get, that makes this make these playoffs jumping. Like, there's no guarantee the one seed could go down tonight. This is
you could fumble this bag.
all that. Oh, they only lost 20 games this season. Shit, they lost the one that mattered. It don't like.
I mean, like we saw that. I can't remember what year Villanova won, but they were. I don't know. They got a really low seed and they came back and won it all.
It just got hot.
And
when it mattered, and so I think women's in general just needs to stop looking at the men for the structure and just do your own thing, because different will sell. And talking shit sells. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark brings up a load of issues, race, gender, and so which one you want to talk about first?
Let's do gender first. I feel like I was raised in a house of nothing but women, and my mom used to talk smack to me whenever we played anything. Tennis, basketball, Candyland. It didn't matter.
Motherfucking nigga.
She was never gonna let me win anything. And she was gonna talk her chunk while she was doing it. I remember one time we were playing basketball. My mom can shoot. Like she can shoot your lights out. So if you don't play D on her, she's gonna shoot your mouth. She's gonna shoot it. And she was just hemming them things up. Just My stepdad would kick it out to her, and he was every time. And she was talking cash money shit the whole time.
Hey, you better put them hands up. Boom, hand down, man down. Boom, I'll take this with you. Boom, hey, if you don't guard me, I'm gonna send you back. Boom.
Every time. And so, like, I think women talking smack, talking shit is frowned upon in our society. Just because, like, it's... I think talking smack is a masculine thing. That's one thing that my fiance doesn't do. She does not talk smack. But when she does, she be getting hot. And I don't know what that's about.
I think she falls under that category with LeBron. Because she does talk smack. But she does it in a underground way. Yeah, like she does it in a way that she doesn't want to stand on. If it ever, got back. Like, his fiance bakes. If you catch her well, she knows some people can't fuck with her baking, but she won't say it, but she'll just imply it. Go ahead and say it. Like, say that shit if you mean it.
Stand on that. But every now and then she'll let that mask slip. Every now I can't remember what we were doing. We were doing something at the house, and me and her having a competition. At first she was like, "I'm not doing this with you." Yeah. And then she started winning. And I was like, hey, yo, calm down.
Then it's a whole nother thing. Front running.
Oh, I think we were playing Uno.
You're not front running in the Uno.
Yeah, but so like I think, gender wise, it's frowned upon in the culture and like our society. So women don't do it. So and then on top of that, you have the race component, but you can give your opinion on the gender side.
I always spin off into things, but I agree with exactly what you said. But I think it goes deeper, bro. I think most people are more sexist than what they would want to admit. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't think of myself as a sexist. I just don't give a damn. Like, I don't care here or there. If I was back there when women got the vote, I'd be like, damn, glad y'all got the vote. I mean, I ain't put forth no effort to change it, but I'm glad y'all can do it. It didn't affect me whether or not it got appealed or not. And like that's why I generally don't care, just because like I'm passive towards everything. But like it's real concerning when I see women try to do anything that men do frequently, or just try to push boundaries more. And the knockback is always that they're a woman. This is off topic, but on topic. I watch wrestling, and so everybody knows hardcore matches. I know you've seen clips of niggas jumping through ladders, jumping through tables, thumbtacks, shit set on fire, this and that. When you see it, I know that you rarely see women fighting other women.
I think I've maybe seen 1 or 2 matches ever like that.
And so, like, now there's this new promotion, AEW, new, like 4 years old. They've had 3 or 4 women hardcore matches, and I've had no problems with them. They just as violent as men matches. They basically the same, and people are up in arms about it because they're women. Women shouldn't be wrestling like this. Something they're not as skilled as men. They're not this and that. Bro, that's where you lose me. That's where my passiveness goes out the window. Bro, you're saying it because they're a woman and they can't do that. Like, that's where the line for me is crossed. It's one thing if you didn't care for it. Okay, cool, just don't care for it. But, like, you're trying to hold them in this box.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to see them progress. Like, so it's perfectly fine that the men have a death match every other week on this bitch. But the women do it once, and it's a bad thing, and that applies to trash talking. So you have no problem when the men are constantly talking shit through social media, boom, 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 boom. But when women start doing it, it's a bad thing?
I mean, like, we saw the same thing with MMA. Like, at one point, Dana White said, "I will never have a women match on in the UFC."
He did say that.
He did say that, and then look what fucking happened. Ronda Rousey came out and was taking people out in 30 seconds or less every time, and that was the highest amount of sales they've ever had at that point. She was the biggest star that they had, and he had to walk them words back.
She's probably the biggest star they ever will have.
I think Conor McGregor eclipsed her now.
Maybe so. Maybe because we became so crossover.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in terms of just that UFC, MMA,
yeah,
just in that.
But she definitely had the most crossover success out of everybody. Like, she went to the WWE. She did movies.
She was a star.
Yeah.
Because she was different. Because she was a she. Like let's. And so.
And Ronda Rousey would talk her shit. She said she would beat up Floyd Mayweather, and she would have got pieced up by Floyd Mayweather. But
I liked when she wouldn't shake gloves with people or pat gloves, and she'd do the little boom, and then and then run back, and then start that thing up. Another thing to get to in this, it's all good when you're winning to do that, but when you start losing, God, that looks bad. But to my original point, I hate that women are so confined in this box by people who are low-key sexist, and it's just, I don't brand myself a feminist by any means. Once again, I don't have the effort. I don't fight for women's rights. I mean, shit, bro. I tell people this: if it ain't black people rights, I'm seldom not fighting for them. So,
but you're fighting for black women's rights.
Yeah, black people's rights. Yeah. If the women fall into the category of black people, yeah, white women, y'all on y'all own.
I mean,
brother, they were in on the heist. They just didn't like they cut. So.
Yeah, I mean,
but yes, and so that's how I feel about trash. Like, I hate that shit. I hate that you can't say nothing wrong except for that they're women. Well, you're just trying to hold them back, and I cannot say this for facts. I hate when people try to go online and become like psychiatrists and therapists. I feel like some men are just afraid of a woman being better than them.
I don't know. I grew up in a household with very strong women. My sister was faster than me till I got to like sophomore year of high school. My mom was shooting my lights out in basketball. So like I was used to losing to women at a young age. It wasn't surprising to me. That just meant I had to get better.
Yeah, me and you are kind of the same, but kind of different because I grew up in a household with mainly women, but they couldn't beat me. Well, they were beating me when I was younger, but once like 7th or 8th grade, when I got basically my man body, bro, I'm the nigga, bro, and that's it. But I feel the reason why I feel this way towards women is because I think of like my mom, my grandmother, my aunt. Like, it's unfair that they wouldn't be given opportunities when they're more than capable of doing the same thing. So, like, maybe the problem I have with older people feeling this way is like, bro, you old and you think like a kid. But when I was a kid, so I didn't think a woman should be able to fuck with me and shit. Nigga, I was like 15, 16. Think the white saying that shit about women not main event in UFC. Nigga was easily past his 30s. Like,
nigga was a 40-something. He's like almost 60 now.
So That nigga was old and a dumbass. Like, these are older men doing that. And so, like, yeah, bro, I am vehemently against it. I think women should be allowed to get away with what men do, especially in professional settings. So, like, if we allow if we allow our men to talk shit, women can talk shit. If we don't allow that, come down hard on the men.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want that.
But at least it'll be applied evenly for all people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And so,
we talking about basketball, we didn't talk about Kevin Garnett.
oh, bro,
Like he is the shit talker of basketball.
I was gonna save a special part.
Oh, my fault.
I don't know how we're gonna get to it, but bring up all the special trash talkers. But this gets to the race aspect of the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
Yep.
White people can talk shits in anything. The president can. We've seen Trump do it with no problems. Athletes can. Larry Bird actually talked more shit than Michael Jordan. You never hear that in a negative connotation.
Yeah.
Like, you never, ever hear that. Just in general, they come off, they're competitive. They're spirited. They are fiercely determined. But when black people do it, i.e. Angel Reese, it's classless, it's ghetto, it's a mockery of the sport.
People are out there grown men are calling her effing idiots and classless, trash.
But those same people, which is the exact person who called her a fucking idiot, I don't know the nigga's name. He ain't worth a damn to me. Literally, when Caitlin Clark did the same thing, praised her for it. I think he said that's what women's sports was missing. The same exact guy who called her a fucking idiot. Don't know his name, but we all seen where he said it. Yeah.
If you've been on Twitter lately, you've seen it.
He just literally 180'd his opinion a week or two later. And what have changed? I mean, the same. And I think what Angel Reese did was a masterclass, because she could have talked shit any other way. And I mean, either way, it would have been the right thing to do. Like, she wouldn't be wrong for doing it. She did the same exact thing. So you can't say that hers was more outlandish than Caitlin Clark's, because it was the same. Like, you can't say that, oh yeah, yours was obscene, then hers was obscene. You know, if that's the problem, then it was a problem when she did it.
Let's hold everybody accountable into the same standard.
Yeah, so
I think that's the biggest problem with most things with sports, like the controversy in sports. People aren't held to the same standards, and it typically breaks down on race lines.
Even it's one thing before race, but then it does break down a race. Basically, it's your favorites. If you like somebody, you will condone anything they do. But if it's something happens to them, you're up in arms about it. That's basically how sports is. If it's your favorite person, they can do no wrong. Like, yeah, talk that shit on them, boom, boom, boom. But the second they lose, you can't take it. But there was no problem before. So you wanted good buddy just to fucking run through us. That's what was going on through your mind. And so, but then it does boil down to race most of the time.
Typically your favorites are someone of your same skin complexion, let's be honest. That's why white people love Larry Bird so much.
Or I tell people this, so it's like, bro, it's no secret. The reason why I like black athletes is because I relate more to them. They came from ghettos like I did. Like, I don't even like people who came from above middle class homes. I'm not even gonna sit here and bullshit you. And that's not even coming from celebrities. I don't relate well to people who had multiple parents and had everything in the world. I don't condemn them, but I don't have shit in common with them. We're black. That's cool. But like, our lives are different. I relate well to people who came from the struggle and worked their way up. That's why I like a Muhammad Ali. That's why I like Mike Tyson. That's why I like this and that. Like, them being black also works. Like, them being black also plays a part in that. So I'm not mad at white people liking white athletes, because it's almost, it's the same reason that I do it. But I'll always say this. When white people like something, they always try to make it the best. Eminem rapping. Larry Bird back then with basketball. Caitlin Clark at NCAA. People were calling Angel Reese a bum, but most people didn't know that she had the most either triple doubles or double doubles.
Double. She had double every game she played.
The most in NCAA history. Maybe women's, but I'm gonna say both.
I think it's. I watched the video today. It's NCAA history.
And most in history of the tournament, but they were trying to call, oh, she's nowhere near her level. She's a bum. It's this, it's that. Y'all want it so badly for like that's, and we know why. Like, I guess it's the thing, you make it so obvious when you try so hard to destroy the other person, bro. Caitlin Clark's not even as pressed.
Yeah, she
about it.
she took it pretty well overall, and we have to give her I guess her flowers. She's telling people, "Hey, lay off of her." Yada yada yada. She's saying all the right things to say when you're the loser in the situation. You got trash talk too.
Yeah,
especially when you're the one instigating the trash talk.
She's probably plotting on beating her ass next year, which what you do in sports.
I thought they're both seniors this year.
No, I know Angel Reese can come back because she was asked if she would go to the WNBA, but she said she makes more money than some of them anyway. So, I mean, I mean that's just being truthful, right? Like she's and somebody off of NIL deals alone, she does make some. I'm pretty sure like the bench warmers, so it's she's not in a rush.
I get it.
To go to the WNBA.
I'm going to ride out my eligibility first. Yeah, I get that.
If I can keep dominating to be the greatest fucking women's college basketball player and get paid while doing it, shit, ain't this the reason why we have the NIL deals to
keep us in the college league,
entice them to stay in college? Like, is that the reason? So, like that's why I have no ill will towards Caitlin Clark. I have no ill will against Larry Bird. Larry Bird came out and said that race played a part in it back then. Magic Johnson thought he was racist until they shot a commercial and he went to his mom's house and his mom loved Magic. Magic was her favorite player.
Not your son not being your favorite player.
And he realized, Larry Bird's is a normal dude. So it's like, I hate as black people, we sometimes vilify the wrong white people. So we're vilifying Caitlin Clark like she's led this charge. Mm-hmm. No, she's a
victim just as much as Angel Reese is.
She's the heel that the racists want to die on.
Yeah.
And so, and it sucks. Race plays a part in that. Race is low-key playing a part in the MVP race with Joel Embiid and Nikola Joker. And secretly, I secretly think it's a race thing because so Joker's won 2 MVPs. If he wins it this year, he'll be one of 3 people in history to have won that bitch 3 times in a row. He's not that good. The other it's either Kareem or Wilt and Michael Jordan. He's not that good. He's not that good. He cannot go down in history like that. It's
the fact that LeBron is in that conversation.
I think LeBron has 3 all told. Kobe Bryant doesn't have 2. Shaquille O'Neal doesn't have 2.
No.
And that's why. But Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant doesn't have 2. Steve Nash has 2. And I am not diminishing what they did, but Steve Nash was the last person who could have won 3 times in a row. Steve Nash. It's funny how they find a white player who's like that and do everything in their power to make them and Joker's like that. His stats prove that he's like that. But me and a couple homeboys was just retroactive. Nah. If say he wins this year, nah, last year could have been a fluke. Maybe the first year, knowing the outcome of it's 3 in a row, nah. It shouldn't have been 3. But that's just what they do. And I don't know if they consciously do it or unconsciously do it, but that's what I see. I know that if a white phenomenon occurs, they get pushed to the moon. I've seen it too many. I always bring Eminem. Prime example.
Machine Gun Kelly when he came out.
wants so badly to be, oh, this nigga's a top this and top that. Why can't he just be very good?
Yeah.
Why does he always have to be the best or the top? They're like,
he can just be a decent rapper.
Nikola Jokic is easily a top 5 player. Why is he MVP 2, possibly 3 times? I think it's sewn up that he's not going to get it this 3rd time, but it only got sewn up like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like, that's how close he was. And it's just like, that's where the tensions come from. And it's just, it sucks. I hate that race plays so much of a part in it, but shit, I'm not the one making the decisions. I am just commentating on what I see, and I'm just playing the game that I'm involved in. I didn't make the rules. I'm not the person doing this shit. So, like, yeah. So I think it sucks. I think it's always it's a black eye on the sport. It's a black eye on the participants. But the hell, not talking about it lets it go on.
Yeah, you have to address it in the main way to snuff out racism or any racist actions is to address it. When you address it, you call them out. Either they're going to double down on it and stand on it, or they will shy away from it.
Yep. But to something that's the exact, take everything we said and kind of flip that. Well, what we said applies to this. The Adesanya against fucking Pierre, goddammit. That's what I'm going to call that nigga.
Not Pierre.
It's funny that like, it's huge. The way that he's taunting it is, he low-key was going OD for me. Like, if y'all didn't see it, he knocked Buddy out. So he was doing bow and arrow, like, over top of him. Did that bitch like 3 or 4 times.
It was 3 arrows.
It was like, and so then he walks around, then walks back after he sees his son, and basically reenacts that I knocked your daddy out. like what he did a year prior. Like, and all this is within like a 30-second time span. And it's just like, pretty OD.
So to be fair, this is a probably like a 6-year beef. They've been maybe longer than that. It might be 8 years. Might be like an 8-year long beef between Adesanya and his son.
It's a true blood grudge match.
Yeah. But in the beginning, if we go all the way to the beginning, that first fight, Adesanya gets knocked out, and then I don't want to say his name, Pierre, stands over and yells in his face, like the typical fighter things.
Yeah.
A normal celly that you would have after you knock somebody out. And then his son comes in the ring after Adesanya is like back on his feet and everything, hits himself with a water bottle, and then falls on the ground.
It wasn't Adesanya watching. Like, I know he
Adesanya
did his
was right there. He did right in that scene.
Like, it's kind of fucked up because the kid was just doing it, but Adesanya was dead.
I gotta get that lick back. I gotta get that lick back.
No, that's why I was like, it's unfair because the way the video looks, it makes you think, hey, Adesanya, look at this. Boom, and then he did it. No, I think he just did it. But it was just bad. It was still bad.
It's disrespectful no matter what.
It's still bad regardless. But I think it's just even worse that Adesanya was looking like this motherfucker here.
Like, they were this far apart. The sun was right here. The Adesanya was right here, and Adesanya was looking down like this when he did it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
They looked a little bit further away.
No,
not far, but
they are right next. Well, maybe a little further. Maybe like 5 foot apart.
Jesus.
Yeah, they are close when he did it the first time.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. And so,
I would have thought about beating that kid up in that moment. The thoughts would have went through my mind.
I wouldn't have thought of doing it. I'm gonna beat your daddy's ass. I'm gonna beat the damn dog shit out of your daddy.
Well, and Adesanya went and lost him again or whatever, and then Adesanya made his transition into UFC. He becomes the champion, yada yada. But at the same time, Pierre also transitions a little bit after him and goes into, MMA, UFC, and Adesanya loses the last match that they had together. I don't think it was by knockout. I think it was by decision.
I think the only time he lost by knockout was when he lost his title recently.
Oh, so he did get knocked out then. That's the only time. This was for the belt back.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well then,
So he got knocked out then. And I think he got TKO'd. I'm pretty sure he didn't get knocked out.
TKO. That's what I think it was.
Yeah, I don't think he actually got knocked out. But Adesanya came back and got his look back, and I support it.
I am all for trash talking, and I'm not necessarily against the kid thing. But now that you added more context, bro, that was so long ago.
Nah.
No, and for me, it's like I thought that this was the immediately next time they fought. Damn, Adesanya, you lost in between this. Like, not only did you lose then, you lost again, and then you lost again. I think so. Like this.
Well, so I think the one that the son did is the second fight.
Yeah,
I think he lost by decision that first fight. Got knocked out the second fight, then lost again most recently
in the UFC.
In the UFC, and then won this time.
Okay, I thought there was another kickboxing one.
No, it's two kickboxing ones, and then he lost by decision, then lost by knockout.
Okay. So it's a little bit more fresher because I thought it was another kickboxing he lost. Then he lost. It's like, bro, you've taken a little too many L's to hold a grudge. So
he's been plotting on that. I don't know. I like it.
And what's funny is I don't think too many people knew of this moment. Like, of course, if you watch the fight, you knew.
If you were an Adesanya fan, you knew about it.
I was about to say
because this was the only guy on the planet that we thought could possibly beat Adesanya and take his belt.
Yeah,
and that's what happened.
He lived up.
He lived up to it. Like he was the only guy on the planet that we really thought, really thought that could beat him. So we knew, and then I had saw that Selly with the son. I don't know when I first got into Adesanya. Like literally, I was watching his old kickboxing matches. And it was like one of those things that kind of popped up in my YouTube feed. And I was like, damn.
I've never seen it. And I only seen the kid doing it after I seen Adesanya. And I'm like, so part of me was like, come on, bro. Are you doing this back? Like, is this a second one? Even though this is your rival, bro, this is kind of too far. But then I saw in the comments it was to his son.
Yeah.
Okay, so this kind of made it a little bit better. Because if he was doing it again come on, bro.
Yeah. I think that would have been an over celebration for me if he was doing it to the opponent.
Yeah. After what he already done.
But I think I don't know. He held that grudge, and I'm with it.
I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I think it's weird how it's perceived. Most nobody has a problem with it.
Well, but I think it's because it's fights.
It's not frowned upon.
Because it's a fight, we just number one, your emotions are already super high.
Yeah.
You just won. And then you won the championship back. I have to be lit. When people are too calm after winning in a fight, that's why Adesanya has taken my favorite fighter spot from George St. Pierre.
So, when I'm calm after I do something, that's my ultimate sign of disrespect. Yeah, that's me, bro. This is so little effort.
There's different ways. Like when you're too respectful after.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because there's been times if I played the game where I just I won in a game of basketball, bro. I just put that bitch down and just sit, and it was like, "What, you done?" Shit, I was done a while ago. Just put that thing, bro. You on the edge of your seat, bro. Put that thing down. Hey, I mean, it was fun. It was fun for somebody. Bro, I've gotten in trouble for that. Back in middle school, when I told you, me breathing, I got in trouble. Bro, I got in trouble for doing exactly that. And they said I was taunting. So, bro, if I talk shit, I was going to get sent out. Bro, I do nothing. I get sent out. but maybe it's just the aura that comes to it. But I do hate, I'm not necessarily against friendly people. But if I lost, bro, don't fucking try to shake my hand too much and shit. Bro, if I lost, don't try to have a conversation. Don't try to talk.
Especially if I lose spectacularly, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Bro, I am so and maybe this is, I tell people all the time that playing games, it's kind of taboo for me. Maybe I shouldn't play games with casuals. If y'all just want to play, drink, have a good time, eat, do whatever, do not invite me. I tend to go overboard. And it's like if we on teams, bro, we bet not lose. and it bet not matter to you, because I will cuss your dumb ass. You better be a little bit hurt about losing this motherfucker.
This happened while we I don't know if you remember this, like 2 or 3 Thanksgivings ago. We had Friendsgiving over, and we were playing some kind of party game. I think it was the cooking game.
I wasn't there.
You were there for that one.
Oh shit! Keep explaining.
But yeah, we were playing a cooking game, and we had someone on our team that just was there to play. Can't remember who it was now.
What is a cooking game?
It was
Mama?
it was like I can't remember what the name of the game was, but it's on Switch. It's one of the, like, you have to like pick the product up, take it to the cutting board, cut it up, put it onto the frying pan, cook it, put it on the, like, it's like, and you're trying to play with multiple people and like
I know exactly.
Is that overcooked or something like that?
Overcooked, something like that. Yeah. I don't think I was there, bro.
Oh, was I not you?
So
maybe I was the one that was upset. Holy shit!
Only because I remember the last 5 times.
It wasn't you. That we actually did that on a different occasion. It was me.
I think y'all had a Friendsgiving
Anastasia.
the day before I was there.
Yeah.
Or so if it was 3, either way, either A, I went home for then, or I do know there was a time where y'all had one the day after or the day before I was there, just because it didn't match up well with everybody else. Shit, that's better for me. I don't want to see the other niggas.
Yeah, we did do that. Yeah. My fault. But so I was in the situation. We were playing the game, and someone was a little too casual about us losing, and I did not like that shit.
What did you do?
I was like, "Hey, get your shit together." Because me and Anastasia were playing it like we were actually in the kitchen. Like we were calling out orders and shit.
Oh yeah. Whoever linked up with y'all psychos was I think I'm the only person in that situation that could have been partners. I don't have any kitchen experience, but we went in this motherfucker. Somebody linked up with kitchen people in the kitchen simulation. Yeah.
But everybody in there was chefs.
But
we had a baking person on the team. That's what it was.
I know exactly who it is. I think that's a little key why your fiance don't like playing with us. Like, so I know that she wants to avoid any type of trash talk, mainly because she don't want to stand on it. But I think we did play with. I'm talking years ago. I think maybe like our 2nd or 3rd year we played games all together. But I think we scared her off. Bro, I don't play that shit. You play this bitch seriously. Don't you? If we're picking answers, I'm gonna just pick randomly. Pick randomly, nigga. You better pick with some type of damn educated. Bro, the last few times that I've gotten pissed off, most notably one is with my family. We're playing volleyball. And bro, I'm going to walk y'all through this because it still pisses me off. My family still brings us up because I haven't played a game with them since. And I let them know that they got off easy. But we playing volleyball, boom, boom. My uncle breaks up the teams. He breaks his bitch up unfairly. Just go through a quick family history. Y'all seen Frank. I have another cousin close to his age, Jerry's. Bro, I practically grew up raising them. I did raise them niggas. They pretty much knock off clones of me, goddammit. And so Richard has his 3 boys, my older cousin, and then the 2 younger ones. Let me just say, the way that my uncle parenting methods, I ain't in agreement with a lot. So he does some things that I wouldn't necessarily do, that I didn't do with Frank or Jerry's. This motherfucker then took Frank and Jerry's and gave me his sons. Oh, and I need to put this in perspective. Jerry's is taller than me. I think he's 6'4".
Ain't no way.
But his tallest son of the 2 that he gave me is 5'5". So he gave me these 2 small ass kids who don't talk shit, who's here just to have fun. But you take my 2 prodigies, who's over here smoking the boots off of me, talking shit. Talking shit.
You could at least get me one of them.
Bro, why do you think them niggas are so good? I taught them to do this. You gave me this. I remember. So it was me, him. It was me, 2 younger cousins, his wife. That's kind of where you got it from.
Whoa.
Bro, his wife, bro.
You got to take your own wife. Hold up now.
He gave me my other uncle that's been to the military, but he's still kind of passive. Bro, by all means, bro, the team's fucking off. He had my older cousin, Jarius and Elijah, himself. He probably had the youngest girl out there. He probably had 2 other girls. I just mentioned my damn squad. I think I had 2 extra people, but they weren't anything worth a damn. So I'm over here running into kids. They looking at it. They just having a good time. I'll never forget his wife. His youngest son can hit the ball over the net, and they were playing the rules hard on my ass. Like I'm talking like boom, he hit it, don't go over the net. Nah, that's our serve and point. His wife just clapping. Don't worry, you'll get it next time. I ain't fucking worried about next time. I'm playing my heart out over here, man. I'm talking like, we're at the beach. This is a sandy pit. And for some reason, this little sand pit is loud on top of the hill. Bro, I jumped to save the ball and rolled down the hill. I thought I broke my ankle doing this.
You might be playing a little too hard.
Bro, I ended up having to play harder to overcompensate that team sucked. Anybody that knows me knows that when I play anything, bro, if we come out and we just beat your ass, bro, I'm gonna lean back, bro, I'm gonna look like the sorriest nigga on anything. I'm just gonna be there. I'm still gonna talk shit. But
This is true.
I'm gonna be reserved. Boom,
I
boom.
learned this the hard way.
But if things start not going the way that I need it to go, I'm gonna apply as much pressure as it takes for things to get back how I know it should be going. And so basically if I lose, and if I lose by a lot, I am doing more than applying pressure. I am screaming, I am cussing, and I'm probably fighting because y'all niggas ain't fighting for this game. So y'all shouldn't have a problem. I shouldn't have no problem fighting y'all. Yeah, you
You might be a little more extreme than me, D.
Bro, I'm next level. but like, it got to the point of like, I didn't cuss at my family. Bro, it was just running through my head. And I just stopped looking at them. And it was like they could say, yeah, boy, you had some words in your mind. Like, bro, they still bring it up to me. Yeah, this and that. Bro, if y'all was anybody else, I would have cussed all of y'all flat out. I told his wife, and this is my aunt, bro, she's been my aunt longer than I've known her not to be my aunt. I've only known her to be my aunt, so she's basically my aunt. Bro, I told her, it's crossed my mind that you were throwing that game to boost your son's self-esteem. If I ever come to believe that that's true, I will cuss y'all out. if I come to believe that you threw a game for ulterior motives, I will not let that injustice go. And so, most people do what they do. And for some reason, when things are just so tense, people just laugh it off. I'm being so dead ass. And so, like, we just never. I've never played a game again with my family, bro. Y'all know how I get. Just
So, I've told you my family's very competitive, very, very competitive. I remember we were playing volleyball at the beach, back in. Well, it's not New Bern, but at Atlantic Beach. We were playing beach volleyball with it, and originally we were just playing basically just passing the ball across. We didn't have enough people to play, so we were just hitting the ball back across the thing, and then a group of like 6'6" white guys walk up, and when I say they were out here playing, I was like, God damn! But we ain't going out like no bitches. So we played against them. We scored some points. Now they were shitting on us, but when we scored, we talked our shit.
Bro, losing badly is when I lose my shit. Because I've lost gracefully, and it's just like, boop, boop, you got me this time. But, next time I'm going to get up in that ass. Nah, bro, these 2 volleyball incidents, niggas lost by at least 5. Each time we played back-to-back. I think one time we lost by 10. And
if I lose bad the first time, I'm probably not playing again.
And, bro, I was ready to leave. But it was like, oh, boom, boom. Y'all started to warm up because we didn't start to come back. R.E. off the back of me. Like, bro, it was almost a clean dub. I got to serving. And so I did the thing where I was serving the back, boom. I pushed one of my cousins out the way, and I'm back in the center. Bro, I'm out here controlling everything. So it's like, when I losing close games, like, they hurt more inside. But, like, I'm boom, boom. Maybe you're just better than me that day. Maybe back when I was an athlete, maybe I'm injured and I couldn't even go all out. There was other variables. It still was a close game. Nah, bro. It's when you beat the motherfucking burks off of me. And now since my body isn't what it is athletically, bro, I don't know. I gotta fight. But if we're playing a video game, bro, something else also heats me up when you beat the fuck out of me. But they think you're going to get up out of here. Yeah, bro, I think I'm about to, you ain't about to do a motherfucking thing. We running it back. Bro, so you think you're going to beat my motherfucking ass in one game? And we're not going to run it back?
Hey, I am guilty of that. Especially if something I didn't think I was going to beat you in, and I blow you out, I got to take my dub and go. I got to take my dub and go.
I think that would actually come to make me land blows. Like, bro, so you think you're going to do this shit?
I am that guy. I'm taking my money and running.
And so, bro, that's actually expression. This is why niggas get shot over dice games. I tell people all the time, dice games are inherently stupid because if you win, you got to give me a chance to win my money back. If I win, I got to give you a chance to win your money back. If you ever break up this and try to take the money and run, that's why niggas get shot. You think you're going to just take my money and dip out without giving me a chance? When you win, you got to win back to back. You gotta win their money and then beat them thoroughly. And God forbid if they just keep bringing more money, you gotta keep playing them for them a chance to win them. That's why dice games are inherently stupid.
That's why I don't play that.
When I look in the obituary or when it's something and killed over a dice game, I already knew how this went. But yeah, bro. And it's like I come off bad and all this sounds horrible. Like, I'm not trying to make up like, oh, this is better. People who play with me knows that if you try your hardest, I am not a sore loser. If you try your hardest and we just lose, we just lose.
Yeah. We've seen that. I've seen that from you when we used to play football and stuff in college or whatever. So like, I didn't play football growing up, so I didn't have all the football skills that Ralph had at being, but I was running my heart out.
If we kick it to Antonio and he drops on fourth down, he drops the game-winning touchdown. Well, maybe we should have been in a situation where Antonio should have been dependent on. Like, that's a boom. I can't be mad at him. He didn't come out here saying he had hands of Randy Moss. He's never played football, so this kind of is on us for letting it get this far. Like, that's how I think it is. Like, I'm mad that we lost, and I'm mad that, he could have caught it. But fuck it, bro. Y'all beat me on a drop pass. Yeah, do you believe that if we ran it back, it would happen again?
If you threw it to me when we first started playing, probably.
But that's how I feel about it. And so I think that turns people up. It's like, just try. And the people who should be nervous are the people that, if we lose and you're just, I wasn't really trying. You what? What now? You wasn't doing what?
Speak into the mic for me.
So like,
yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'll be honest. I never put like 100% effort into when we play football because it wasn't a real football game. But I always put at least 80.
I think
bare minimum.
We had to tailor our effort because we were on concrete.
Yes.
So it's like boom, boom. If I hit a slant, I couldn't hit a slant 100% because we had goddamn chain fence 6 feet to the side. So it always had to be controlled effort, and even like effort is calculated in different ways. You sweating your heart out doesn't mean you put forth a lot of effort. That could just mean you ran around the damn place. You could have thought like. There's also a mental aspect of like, if they keep doing this to you.
Let's think about how.
You feel me? If we tell you, they're going to keep doing this, boom, boom, and they keep doing it, boom, boom, and we lose off that shit. Bro, did you not know that you're going to beat your ass for the 6th time with that shit?
Why were you sitting on staying on them? Switch off.
Did you not know that was coming? If we're playing any type of game, doesn't matter what it is, Uno, something, he got a red too. Shit, all I had was his red. Or like, I switched the color. What's the color? Red.
Motherfucker.
Bro, it's no way you were paying attention. Please, I think it's better for you to tell me you was paying attention before you tell me it didn't matter to me. I'm going to flip this bitch. But yeah, trash talking's alienated me in many ways because when I do play with people, I'm always public enemy number one. I never forget when we played Uno. one of our earlier podcast episodes when we went to the hotel with Bree.
Oh, okay.
And we were playing Uno.
Uh-huh.
Bro, everybody turned against me. Somehow we playing Uno, but it was a concerted effort against me.
I did not follow you.
Most of the time when I do stuff, it's, we playing Uno. So, but niggas is focused hard on me. That nigga got Uno too. Y'all niggas make sure I got 20 cards and shit.
I did it because it was funny to see you upset.
And it's I don't think I won that night.
No.
Only because
we were trying to keep it from winning.
If I win, the ungodly amount, and I'm talking like I'm gonna be bigoted in my trash talking and everything.
Oh, it was great.
And it's like, that's most things that I play. When I play Monopoly, damn, nobody ever want to trade properties with me. Damn. So I just got to be better. So I got to force you now to trade with me.
I'm taking it by force.
You feel me? So I just got to monopolize the board and give you my scraps on purpose. Like, and that's most of the time when I play. It's just, don't trust D. Don't do this or that.
All right.
Bro, you know it's other niggas that's playing, right? I got so good at Among Us that, bro, I got voted out. I remember I stopped playing Among Us with this group of friends because the niggas got me out first, regardless. We're like, bro, D, you lying. I don't have fact on it, but bro, so basically you so like that, bro, we'd rather take our chances with you go.
Oh my God. I'm not doing my fucking task.
Bro, I'm not playing shit, bro. I'm playing on my phone and shit, bro. I got the PlayStation. And like, they did that 4 or 5 times and I stopped playing. Like, bro, I think they started doing it more because it became funny as they were doing it. Like, boom, we'll get into the meeting. Something's out there. Boop, 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 boop. Bro, did y'all niggas really just vote for me? Is that really, like, man, I didn't speak, nothing was said, nobody, did y'all really just do that shit, bro?
Fucking spawn in and immediately hit the button.
So I found myself outcast. So that's why I try not to talk shit from the jump. I try to just reserve it for when I win. Or what most people fail to realize is most of the time people talk shit to me first.
That is, well, it's because you already have, well, especially with like I remember when we were playing football, you already had this aura that you would talk shit. Like we already knew that you were the shit talker. I didn't even know you well, and I knew you were the shit talker.
Because remember, sometimes I would come up. I think I would tell y'all before, bro. I'm not trying to talk. I'm just y'all forced me to be here. I'm just trying to do what I need to do. This nigga ain't on shit.
Someone on it would either be Big John. Shout out to Big John. Go check out that episode. It would either be Big John or
Calvin.
Yeah, it would have been Calvin. Someone who already had a beef with you would get you hot.
Bro, I'm just trying to be here. You know, I'm trying to throw a few balls. I'm trying to swat a few balls. I'm just trying to have as minimum impact as it. No, bro, come on, bro. Why you say that shit to me, bro?
And don't let you intercept some shit. After they were talking, I remember one time Calvin was talking shit about him being a better quarterback than you. And then he threw a fucking trash ass ball.
And I think every time I scored, I think I remember that day. Every time I scored, bro. Wait, what's that, Calvin? What's going on, bro? It's only 1-0. Boom, it's only 2-1. It's on shit. It's 5. It's 5. Whatever, nigga. You lost. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I remember that night because that was one of those nights where he was like, I don't really want to be here. I just want to play the game and get out of here.
I'm trying to be low mannered, but you know, y'all have y'all's fun. I'm gonna do whatever. But
I remember I started playing hard because you were playing hard. That's how turnt you got. I was like, oh, I got to play hard then. Fuck.
That's also why I talk trash because like I tell people this all the time. I'm not really great at many things, but I'm able to add a couple. I'm able to mask the fact that I'm not great at a lot of stuff with getting in people's heads, but also getting the most out of my team around me to mask the fact that, oh shit, that nigga really ain't that nigga ain't really doing too much, but I'm doing enough to make you think I'm doing a lot. Like, I'm doing enough to where where you're focused in on me. Oh, yeah, I'm going to throw it over this nigga's head. Boom, Antonio with the pick. Fuck. Yeah, bro, you shouldn't have been focused on me too. You should have been focused on that nigga behind. So, like, that's sometimes why I felt some nights, like, I think the nights where we had, like, most of our dead nights, I wasn't talking at all.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not going to say directly it's just because of me, but it's just like.
Well, someone would have to set you off for you to talk. Typically, and only time you would come in talking is if they were talking shit to you before we started playing.
And that's why I think I feel bad that I'm vilified in doing this stuff. Bro, I don't just wake up and do this shit. There's been times where people texted me the next morning and said these shit to me. Man, I do hold a strong grudge.
I distinctly remember me and Calvin walking by each other in the hallway, and he was like, tell D I'm gonna get on his ass tonight. I was like, okay.
And then me, Josh, and Quan, we would talk about it. Bro, you the most vilified. We actually talked the most shit.
Quan was the worst.
And like, I was the most hated out of the group. I really don't doing shit, man. I'm the most hated out of these sports. But in real life, y'all niggas are actually villains. In real life, Quan is actually fucking other niggas' bitches. He's actually doing this. In real life, bro, I'm in my room just playing games that niggas can't hear from. Niggas don't even know if I'm on campus.
I think that's something that comes with being a big guy in general. People feel like they have to talk shit to you.
Bro, and that's what always got me. I am this nigga. I was so much of this nigga that some hoes would walk up to me. Oh, we heard that you be talking, or something. We heard that you like that. Where the fuck did you hear this from? Oh, such and such said this such. Bro, I don't even like, and that's why it's like most people that actually know me and will get on and talk and just when not up front and they're not trying to hate. Yeah, bro, he's laid back for the most part. He doesn't like to lose, but boom, boom. If we go out there and try boom, boom, he'll be a normal day. If we go hoop and we play against some fucking D1 level athletes and we get blown out, well, shit.
I don't know what we expected.
Yeah, you know, bro. Them niggas D1 athletes. And nigga, I'm an old nigga at the YMCA at this point. You feel me? Like I take my losses and move on. It's just if them D1 niggas start talking shit. Bro, now I gotta do a little something. Now
I gotta get at least 2 on them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put up 2.
Yeah, I gotta block their shot or something. So, yeah, I guess it's the downside of talking shit when you get stigmatized with it. But hey, well, the niggas who want to play with me, I am grateful for, because the niggas that want to play with me, always I know that they want to play. Like, and that's what me and Antonio, it doesn't matter. If we have a game night, we have no problem being on teams, because one, if we on teams, y'all probably lost. Depending on what the fuck the rest of the field is.
Unless y'all some fucking hitters.
Unless this game is distinctly designed for something we're not good at. And it's like, bro, I don't ever have to yell at Antonio. I don't have to yell at him because he knows if he. Yeah, something gets serious. or if he fucks up a little bit, because like everybody fucks up here or there. I don't automatically yell when you fuck up.
No,
but when you fuck up,
it's just like my bad. That's all. Yeah. At least go back into the game.
Okay? If you fucked up that one time, like, yeah, but I feel like I give niggas 2 or 3 chances. I'll fucking butt mouth. You gonna fix this shit? Are you gonna fix this shit, or do I need to yell for you to fix this shit? And it just works. Hey, low key, that's why Frank is low key one of my greatest partners, because he grew up with me yelling at him. It just rolls off his back. He take it in stride, and we go win. I'm hard pressed to think of a time that me and him lost anything. And shit, we'll get close, cuss him out a few times. Shit powers him up, bro. I'll probably damage that nigga. Probably damaged that nigga emotionally. I don't. You might need to go see a therapist. But just when I start yelling, that nigga light up.
Oh, that just reminded me of this time I was at my sister's track meet back when I was still in middle school and she was in high school, and it was someone else's event, not even her event, and the guy's son was running, and the guy stood up and said, "Light a fire under your ass."
Bro,
And when I say the son fucking turned up, came back and got a third. I was like, yo.
Bro, that shit would have took me out. It would have took me out while I was doing it. Not a fire in my ass. Who said that?
Well, number one, we were in Hawaii, so like it could only be your father that was that country. You knew exactly who it was.
Ooh, yo.
When I say that was the funniest thing I had ever seen. Absolutely hilarious.
Bro,
That was a joke in our household for a while. Light a fire.
Bro, I hope to get to a point with my son where I just have to say something and I see the change.
Nigga go Super Saiyan 2 in this bitch. Just,
yeah, bro, for me, what would have made me weak even more of him laugh with the way he said it? Damn, that nigga actually took off.
that's why it was really funny. He fucking lit up. It was, I can't remember what the name of that anime was, but it's the one where he looks over, he sees his crush, and he fucking turns up.
It's cool bar. It's Yu Yu Hakusho.
Fucking turns up.
Bones crush, but this nigga moving like a ballerina. Love that part. That's how I know it's anime. This shit's stupid.
I've seen it in real life.
Ooh. To end this off, what are some of your favorite trash talking moments in popular culture?
Right now, Adesanya and old dude's son. But I mean, pretty much any Adesanya clip is hilarious.
No, that's the reason why I like him. He's high key funny. For MMA, bro, I tell people this all the time. I went into it and I was a fucking
Casual.
I was a casual ball nigga. The nigga that never took fighting seriously. Broke his leg. 2010, 2011.
Oh, fuck. Why can't I think of his name?
His face is in my head.
Yes, I cannot think of his name. Because he fought Adesanya.
He's in boxing now and losing.
Yeah, well, he's old now, so it kind of makes sense.
Bro, bet I edit this bitch up.
Oh, fuck, I know his name. He's probably my second favorite fighter.
Anderson Silva. So
yeah.
I was going to say Silver, but Anderson Silva. Bro, I always liked that. Bro, if in live combat sports, you're able to taunt in between, you are that nigga. But I never forget when he lost because he dropped his guard and he did his signature. Boop, boop, boop. And it got lit up like a damn Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And so it's like.
Well, and really, he got clipped and they clipped him good enough. Yeah.
But it's like, bro, that's top tier. And he was known for that. I always say he's probably the greatest fighter. He just did not take he didn't take it seriously because you knew he wasn't taking it seriously, but it cost him. Richard Sherman or Michael Crabtree. Because that bitch for me, it was just so unexpected. Like, this wasn't a storyline going in. It wasn't, Richard Sherman versus Michael Crabtree, but that's all niggas had to talk about after. And I think niggas still use that shit. Shit, don't ever try me with a sword. They're like that. Ooh, Crabtree. Crabtree
in the back, like,
ooh. Bro, you feel me? Like,
what'd you do to make that nigga so mad?
Shit. There was another problem. This is retroactively, but this is still the hardest shit I've ever heard in life. Michael Jordan telling niggas he was Black Jesus. And it traumatized these grown ass men so much that they still call him that. Yo, For the fact that Reggie Miller still calls him Black G, bro, you were terrorizing them niggas, bro. You were terrorizing, bro. I've never.
That's a war crime.
I've never beaten people. I mean, I guess technically, I used to be that nigga back in high school and middle school. That's where I've gotten these outlandish nicknames, and that's why people used to call me that shit, just because I was that nigga. But I doubt that, like, bro, I've never seen you call yourself something so high, and the other niggas call you that.
Your opponents calling you Black Jesus?
Because, like, that's why niggas call me D Guwap, just because it's shit, bro. I was getting on niggas' asses and just, yeah, this Big Gucci, this D Guwap, like, but it's like, these niggas call him Black Jesus.
Absolutely wild. I think to stay in the fighting realm, Conor McGregor with the red panty night. You call your wife, tell her to break out the red panties. Wild. Like, the disrespect.
Conor McGregor, just a fucking 15-minute clip of him disrespecting Jose Aldo. And it is 15 minutes. Bro, I remember watching that clip long before they fought. I didn't think the niggas was ever going to fight. Bro, I swear they had like a fight in the making for like 3 years. Maybe 2. Felt like it was 2 years.
I think Jose got injured and then it was 2 years. It wasn't a full 2 years. It was like they're going to fight at the end of the year and then...
I think Conor moved up and fought. Yeah. Went up to fight. So they said it. Like, it felt like it was... The heckling went on for so long.
But also, I think it was Conor. Conor was still fighting his way up to the title fight.
Oh.
So he was talking shit to Jose.
Bro, and he was
before.
Because, like, so the red panty night is iconic, but it was one when they were in Brazil. And he got under his skin so much that he told the people that they're ungrateful for him being there. And so Conor stole his home crowd from him. It was like, this is my city, and they turned up. Bro, he stole your crowd from you, bro. It ain't. That trash talking was so damaging that Jose Aldo was never the same.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's boxing now, and he's actually putting in work now.
He's doing better.
Yeah.
But
yes, he was never. His UFC career after that fight was never the same
because he lost so much. One, it's for the sheer tongue lashing this guy was giving you. You only had one option. You had to win, and if you lost, that bitch had to go to decision.
It had to be stolen from you for you to, Yeah.
This nigga lost in 5 seconds. He lost in 15.
Yeah, it was like about 15. But like, what's crazy is that Conor. But this was like showed me that not only was Conor a great trash talker, he had an amazing like pre-game thinking.
He practiced that.
Because he practiced that punch. And knew exactly how he was gonna set him up. I've seen the clips of him practicing before the fight, before he comes out.
And bro, that bitch look like when he do behind the scenes of movies. like oh yeah, bro, something you see on the big screen. No, that's exactly how it looks. Like that nigga, like this was a movie of Creed or something. like they hit that nigga with that exact with the exact feel, with the exact. Bro, I think I saw that retroactively like 3 or 4 months later.
Yeah, I saw it a month after the fight,
and
I was like, "What the fuck?"
But that's what made the trash talking so top tier, bro. He got to him, and I'm not gonna sit here and say he was scared, but he was too anxious. Like,
oh yeah. He wanted it too bad.
Yeah, like he knew that. All right, I need to knock him out. I need to knock him out. He wasn't poised. Yeah. That trash. I guess technically it got to him, but getting to him is when you're scared or whatever. No, I think if Conor wasn't on his game, that would have killed him.
Jose was going out for his head.
But he just got him. He got him above his thinking level and just sent him back down. Yeah. So that whole, and for the fact that I know, bro, that bitch, I think it's 14 minutes and 45 seconds of I've never seen Trent. And this was real trash talking. Like, I've kind of lost favor with Conor just because it kind of now it kind of feels, he's just selling.
Yeah, he's selling.
But no, it
felt real then.
It felt passion. like Conor really felt this way about him. And Aldo was not playing. He did not like him.
Yeah. Aldo was dead serious the whole time. Conor was selling it. Aldo hated him.
It's a shame when you got to think of shit because niggas don't.
I mean, I don't like this person, but Kobe Covington was saying in the fight realm because that's all my favorite trash talkers are fighters, basically.
Yeah.
Kobe Covington, he basically saved his whole career by talking shit. I mean, also jumping on the MAGA train, but before he was like a super respectful, you know, where and he almost he lost a couple fights or whatever, and then like he almost like lost his contract with the UFC. So he said, "All right, I'm gonna rebrand myself. I'm going to be the shit talker. I'm going to be this, this, and this." Now Usman broke his jaw, but that's not important.
Talking shit got that boy a couple more contracts. Well, he probably had the same contract.
I mean, he's still in the UFC now.
Oh, yeah, he is,
so it revitalized his. When I say he lost one more fight, he was out the door. It saved his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like now, like you're bringing so much numbers now. Because you're talking shit that it would be stupid of us to get rid of you.
Yeah. So many eyes on you, shit. As long as niggas keep watching, win or lose, shit, you be back. I can't think of too much on my head. This Angel Reese thing is bodes as of like modern day sports top 5, easily top 5. Just because hell, I didn't see it coming.
I mean, I think any Kevin Garnett.
Oh yeah, Kevin Garnett. So he has plenty of stories, but this is what I remember watching live. Things are hit different when you're watching it live and seeing the bitch unfold. Me and Eric was watching. It was Knicks versus fucking Celtics. This is back when Carmelo was on there, and I think Melo was waiting for the Celtics to come out at their bus. Damn. You mad so much that you lost like that? You try that they just came out. You wanted to see KG. Then when came out, that nigga KG said his wife tastes like Cheerios. Damn, bro. I don't know what's more disrespectful. You know what your wife tastes like, or she tastes like Cheerios.
He gave you a flavor.
Is it good that your wife tastes like Cheerios? I think she might need to get checked. Like that nigga ain't say candy. That nigga said Cheerios. But like here, bro, I would have folded his ass on up too. Yeah, Carmelo better than me because I would have folded that nigga up in the game. The second I heard that would have been boop boop. I would have hit him with that boop. Ooh, yeah, KG was It's funny for the fact that KG's so old, but that nigga been trash talking since the 90s.
He still talk shit now.
Yeah. KG is lucky that he got tall and was good at basketball because he would have been that old nigga on the block talking shit. Wouldn't have done shit, but still talk. Shit, bro. If I ain't tear this ACL, I would have been on y'all niggas' asses. Them niggas in the league wouldn't even know what to do with me. And shit. And Lord and behold, them niggas in the league don't know what to do with them. There was this one. This is a retroactive story that he told about the Bulls. And I don't know. I feel like KG's stories, his words are always, this was the first time he played the Bulls. It's like 97, 98. So, this is the peak of their power. Scotty was pissed because KG was guarding him. And he was like, Scotty hit a 3 and was like, "Welcome to the league, motherfucker." And so I caved down. He was like, I caved down. Boom, hit that nigga with a little woo woo. And then something, motherfucker. Brian, what the fuck? He was like, something. He was like, I'll get a nigga murdered out here. He was like, the coach called a timeout and ran on the court. Whoa!
My nigga.
You took this a little too far. Mind you, the way he talking in my mind, but it's all in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Man, we were deep in this game. This shit just started.
Oh shit, bro. Before we get out of here, I want to let people know too. God forbid if you go against 2 trash talkers. I tell people this: if you hate me, so like you know what it's like playing with me, bro. Playing with me and Eric is 2 times worse. Because one guy's gonna be the front man, but the other nigga's the instigator in the back. The other nigga's gonna be the hype man. So like, you can talk shit on your own, but The other nigga, so that nigga think he can guard you. He think you, so that nigga think that. So that nigga think he can guard me. Boom. I hit a shot. I turn around. Boom. The nigga, he said that shit was lucky. Huh? He thought that shit was lucky. when you
I ain't lying to you guys.
Bro, I would do the same thing with it, bro. Eric, so just. Eric, bro, that nigga ain't take you serious. Yeah, all right. But other niggas ain't saying shit. They just watching shit unfold. Bro, we ain't saying shit. Bro, this worked out better than I thought. Don't know why we never did a trash talking episode.
I think we waited for a good time. A lot of good recent stuff to talk about. So,
tell us some of your favorite trash talking moments in sports or popular culture. Tell us some of your moments where you talked trash.
And tell us how you feel about trash talk in general. Do you participate? Do you not participate? Do you think it's good for sports? Do you think it's bad for sports? And on that note, we out.
Mm-hmm.